Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 2014 Corporate Slave Awards, and we're going to commence with round number 1 today. I got my co-host Jack Move Johnny over here.
What up, everybody?
So here's how it's going to work. We're going to go through round 1 on all the first matchups, and whoever you think is going to win, you put that hashtag down. So, for example, Crap Gamer versus Mr. Red Fox. If you think he's going to win, if you think Crap Gamer will win, you'll type in hashtag Colapes Gamer, and you go down to the next matchup, the next matchup, and the next matchup. And at the end of the day, I will tally up all the votes, and we'll see who moves on from the first round to the second round. So let's start out with matchup number 1. Jack Move, the number 1 seed, Crap Gamer, versus the number 16 seed, Mr. Red Fox. Who you got?
Well, like you said, Crap Gamer, number 1 seed, and rightfully so. I gotta go with him. He's an admitted racist. He's an admitted liar. He's a fuck nigga. So, without a shadow of a doubt, I gotta go hashtag Colapes Gamer.
I got to agree. I mean, this guy is not only a liar, he is not only a fraud, he's a coward. He's been uploading videos on alternate channels because, he just doesn't got the backbone, doesn't have the backbone to put it on his main channel. But you know what? It is what it is. He got the number 1 seed for a reason, and he is probably, I won't say my favorite for the whole tournament, but he's definitely coming out into the championship. I will guarantee you that. Let's go down to matchup number 2, the number 8 seed versus the number 9 seed. Mizza T versus Fat Gamer. What do you think, Jack Move?
Now, I gotta look at this at a like an analytical point right here, because Fat Gamer, even though he's an idiot and an imbecile and just a Nintendo fag, the thing about it is he's admittedly legally retarded. So, with that being said, I gotta go with Mr. T, because this is a man who claims to be sane. You know what I'm saying? He claims to be, all there in the head, but he claims to hate third-party games, but turn around and shows his collection filled with mostly third-party games, and he plays with dolls, and he's roughly probably around 40 years old. So, without a shadow of a doubt, I gotta go hashtag doll baby.
I'm going to have to disagree with you there, because I think that the mental issues give Fat Gamer the edge right here. I mean, not only does he have got teeth but no gums, but come on, man, this guy is just out of control. He's looking up naked pictures of anime people. I mean, where are the real women at? The guy has best of both worlds. I mean, I could go on and on about this guy, but this guy bounces from one area to the next area. Not only that, but didn't he have a live best of both worlds and a hangout? But he wouldn't let us in after he was talking all that crap?
Very true, very true.
So I gotta disagree with you. I'm taking the number 9 seed, Fat Gamer, hashtag got teeth. Now here's my favorite matchup of the first round right here. The number 4 seed, the Black Baron, versus the number 13 seed, Dr. Trey 81. Who you got in this one?
Now, see, this is kind of it's a tough matchup, because the Black Baron, he reps Nintendo heavy, but as he's proven in the past, he doesn't really buy or support their games. As opposed to Trey, who buys the games, but just don't fucking play them. So, let me think about this for a second. I gotta go hashtag never beat Zelda. But that's funny that that's a hashtag, because Trey has also never beat Zelda. But that's a story for a different day.
Oh, God. I gotta go with Black Baron as well. I mean, Trey is up there, but he is the 13th seed for a reason. He has kind of considerably lowered down the damage control. It seems like he's more accepting of Nintendo's faults and failures, and at this point there's really nothing he can fight back with. I mean, he even went out and bought a PlayStation 4, so you already know what that means. I mean, he's already conceded that the Wii U is pretty much going to be regulated to a secondary system. But the Black Baron, not only has he never finished Zelda, he never finished Xenoblade. This man actually made a bet thinking that Smash Brothers on Wii U would sell 2.7 million copies in a day. Not only that, but he made a bet that the Wii U would outsell the total install base of the PS4 by January 1st, 2015. That bet I'm going to win, by the way. I mean, to me, Trey is bad, but when it comes to being delusional, the Black Baron is up there with the best of them. I'm sorry. I'm taking Baron on this one, too. I agree. Next matchup, the number 5 seed. We got an echo?
My bad.
Technical difficulties, people.
There you
Like
go.
I was saying, the number 5 seed, Blackie Lebowski versus Twilight Bites. Who do you have in this one right here?
Oh man, I got a lot to say about this. Blackie Lebowski. Now,
Oh,
if you
man.
don't know who Blackie Lebowski is, about a year or so ago, he went by the name of the Ashvillian. Now, he took an approach with his YouTube channel as a Nintendo fanboy. He repped the Wii U heavy. He physically threatened to kill anyone who disagreed with him. And Black Bond owned his mind so much that this man closed down his channel, threatened to sue Black Bond for slander, and came back as an Xbox fag. Now, that's crazy as hell. Now, opposed to him, we have Twilight Bites. Now, if you don't know who Twilight Bites is, he's a dreadhead, nappy-head motherfucker who is a fake intellectual. He uses big words for no reason, and he never knows what he's talking about. But due to the fact that Blackie Lebowski is mentally ill, I have to give it to hashtag don't shoot.
Hands up, Ferguson.
There you go.
Too soon. I gotta go with the number 5 seed, Blackie Lebowski here, because not only is he a one-time corporate slave, he is a two-time corporate slave. Not just for one company, but two. Not only that, like you said, threats of violence, threats of killing people, threats of shooting people and their families, threats of if I find you in the real. I mean, this guy is just completely off the chain. Don't forget, remember the whole Arbiter thing, right? This dude called another man's job over the internet. Over the internet. Just YouTube. He tried to go out into the real and actually ruin somebody's job, career, and life in the real over an Xbox.
Damn shame.
So I gotta go with hashtag don't shoot, even though Twilight Bites is... God, he is a social reject and a half. You can check out his channel right now. This dude uploaded a 22-minute video about me. About me. I mean, hey... If you don't want to be made fun of, then don't be an idiot. If you're going to be an idiot, you're going to get treated like an idiot. But he's a staunch defender of Nintendo, but let's be serious, people. Blackie Lebowski takes this one not hands down, but hands up. Okay, so let's get on to the next bracket. The top seed in the right bracket. We should name the brackets. I don't know why I did. Maybe I'll name them in the future. The number 2 seed, Next Gen 720 versus the number 15 seed, Real Gamer 27. Who you got?
Now, this is actually a no-brainer as well, but let me touch on Real Gamer 27 right quick. I checked out his channel. He makes terrible videos, god-awful videos. Don't watch his content. But moving on. I have so much to say about our number 2 seed, Next Gen 720. This is the same guy who said he lost everything but, quote, the clothes on his back, but if you've watched previous videos that he's recently done, he still owns every fucking thing he did before the fire. So he's clearly a liar. He's a known child molester or pedophile. I don't really want to get into all of that.
Oh, Lord.
But Xbox to the fullest. This is Crap Gamers' #1 hitman, and it's a whole heap of fuckery. So with that being said, I gotta go hashtag liar liar house on fire.
I'm obviously going to agree with you. I mean, the dude's a known liar, a known fraud. You can check out my Tales of the $12,000 PC series. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check it out. This dude claimed he had a $12,000 PC. We all know he's a lying fraud. The guy is like, what, 35 or something? He's still trying to act like the whole thug life thing is cool. Dude didn't get a GED till 27. Never graduated high school. Living with his grandmother, swallowing dick pills. You know, the whole thing can go on and on and on, but the bottom line is this is the Corporate Slave of the Year Awards, and this dude is talking about how he's a proud Xbox fan, how he's tweeting to Microsoft and Phil Spencer. He is campaigning to keep Killer Instinct exclusive to the Xbox One because, you know, the Xbox One can't keep it exclusive, but I digress. As for Real Gamer or Fake Gamer 27, the guy is just a non-dreadlocked version of Twilight Bites. He talks too much. He's a staunch Nintendo defender. He gets mad and pissy. He actually watches people's videos that bother him. He claims that my videos are made to upset and anger people. So I'm like, well, you're a sentient, free-willed, open-minded human being, I hope. Why do you watch? It's like if fire burns you, and you know fire burns you, why do you put your hand into the fire? I don't get it. But I'm going with the usual suspect. Hashtag liar liar, house on fire. Now this next matchup, one of my favorite right here. Furious Francis, the number 7 seed, versus the number 10 seed Super Brothers. Who do you have here?
Oh man, another tough matchup of Nintendo fags. We got Furious Francis, someone who's arguably the biggest Nintendo defender around. He's even went as far as making a website, Player Essence, that's filled with stolen articles. But really I don't have a problem with Francis because I think he knows he a fuck nigga. The only problem I have with him is that he looks like Zephyrnix with a slightly better hairline. That's very bothersome. It's very offensive. And he wears ill-fitted suits and he looks like a used butthole salesman. But anyway, Super Brothers. Now, Super Brothers, if you don't know Super Brothers, he's a bald, eggplant head looking motherfucker. He's Fat Gamer's bottom bitch. I just don't like Super Brothers, man. He claims to support Nintendo, but every time he does an unboxing, it's of a used game or a game he bought third hand, in which Nintendo receives none of those profits. But he likes to call everybody else social rejects. So, with that being the case, I'm going to have to go hashtag real women please.
I gotta disagree with you again, man. I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem with Super Brothers. I have no issue with them. But like I said, this is the Corporate Slave of the Year Awards, and when you're going out and you're agreeing with guys like when you're agreeing with guys like Fat Gamer, and you're in constant agreement with guys like Zaire, guilt by association right there. You're gonna grab the number 10 seed.
That's
And
true.
the whole posting like nude, half-naked pictures of like Princess Peach and Zelda, that ain't helping their case either, man. But like you said again, this guy talks about how third-party games and third-party, they're not good. And yet what's he doing all the time? Unboxing PlayStation 3 games by who? By third parties. But I gotta go with Francis here because not only is he the furious fanboy, not only is he the furious fuckboy, he's got a website dedicated to just borrowing and stealing articles. All he does is cite things. He doesn't have any real sources or contacts. But he has created a legion of fuckboys from his website. It is a spawning pool, a breeding platform, a breeding pool of stupidity. I mean, like, what else can you say? I mean, I went to his website today. Somebody linked me on Twitter, and all the little people, all the little drones on his website are already crying that he nabbed the number 7 seed. But the dude is a staunch Nintendo fanboy. He really can't ever see anything wrong with Nintendo. Remember, he was one of those guys that went up against Shokyo when Shokyo was trying to get people to stand up for a better Nintendo. Now, when you don't want better, you're a corporate slave. I'm sorry. You just are. I got to go with Francis. Hashtag Furious Fanboy. Next matchup is another good matchup. We Lover versus the defending champion, Pyro 2000X. Now, I haven't watched Pyro in a while, but being the fact that he's Pyro, it's like a BCS automatic bid. So he has to be in the tournament. Who do you got here?
Now, okay, first off, we got We Lover. Now, I don't know much about We Lover besides the fact that he broke up with, like, his childhood friend over video games and that he wears Mario shirt. He's much like Dr. Trey. He's balding. Matter of fact, he looks like Sherman Hemsley, like Homie the Clown. His hair is, like, in a circular motion. He looks fucking crazy. So he wears, like, Nintendo fitted hats, and he's also one of those Nintendo shields that is against change, and I heard that he was against the Operation Rainfall games, but when they came out, he acted like he loved them, so on and so forth. But this is where it gets crazy. I'm sorry, all my ponies, we getting up together, but I gotta go with Pyro 2000X. This is the fakest Sony fan on YouTube.
Oh shit! Shots fired.
Now, you know I call myself the Pony Commissioner. The thing about Pyro is he buys more games than me, no doubt. I'm never gonna deny that. But he does not play and complete more games than me. Now a lot of people ask me, why don't I ever go against Pyro? It's simple. He's a fucking retard. Simple as that. So with all that being said, Pyro, fuck you. You're not a pony. Stop that. Hashtag 2000X.
Damn, this is a tough matchup right here. I mean, We Lover, this is the guy that didn't want Xenoblade. He didn't want Pandora's Tower. He didn't want The Last Story. He said, if you really want these games, why don't you go out and import a Wii? I mean, we have games like Kirby and Fortune Street and Mario Party 9. I was like, really, dude? Fortune Street and Mario Party 9 over what turned out to be my favorite game of last generation. And like you said, you know, fighting over people and real-life friends over video games. Not to mention the look around that guy. Mario hats. You're right, he is the white Dr. Trey. He's got a whole room, a whole wardrobe full of Nintendo. He is a loyal fanatic who will never say or question anything wrong about Nintendo. But he is up against the number 14 seed, Pyro 2000X, the defending champion, the legend of YouTube, the one who's dumb and doesn't know what he's talking about, the one who's got a grown man system that he stands beside and he backs. This dude is just Sony everything. Sony TV, PlayStation P, PlayStation Vita. I mean, you ever see this dude like eat a lunch? How he like perfectly places like the controller and like the game disc and the box art and like the PS Vita and everything is like strategically positioned so he can like take a picture of it and upload it to his Instagram. I honestly, I've heard Wii Lover at least criticize Nintendo at least once. I have never heard Pyro 2000X say one bad thing about Sony. One negative thing about Sony. Everything Sony does is a General G 9.5. I gotta go with hashtag 2000X on this one. I'm sorry. I know We Lover grabbed a number 3 seed because his actions this year were just deplorable and breaking up with a friend and all that, but like, the legend of YouTube is not going down the first round of my... I gotta go with 2000X. And the final matchup, Hip Hop Gamer with the number 6 seed versus number 11, KFD 3D. Who do you got?
Now, I'm kind of torn this time because Hip Hop Gamer, he's a fucking idiot. I mean, he's a Sony guy like myself, but he's an idiot. He never knows what he's talking about. And to make things worse, to compound on them, he's in the public eye. He works for Hot 97, and he gets interviews and FaceTime with a lot of these big devs. Now, I'm not hating on the guy. That's great what he's doing, but I just wish he was more knowledgeable on gaming. That's really the only problem I have with Hip Hop Gamer. And as far as KFD 3D, from my understanding, he's a Canadian fuckboy Nintendo, and he has sweat gland problems, and he damage controls anything Nintendo does. Well, a good friend of mine was having a conversation with him, and you know, he mentioned something about Nintendo that he took the wrong way. He told this guy to burn in hell. Like, what type of shit is that? I was like, what the fuck? But
burn in hell or burn in his sweaty ass house?
Exactly. So with all that being said, I ain't really got no problem with hip hop, so I gotta go hashtag no AC.
That's air conditioning for people that don't know.
There you go.
Now, to me, this is a tough matchup. I think it's actually even tougher than Trey and Baron. Because Hip Hop Gamer not only is a corporate slave for Sony, he's a corporate slave for Microsoft, he's a corporate slave for Nintendo. He is a 3-time triple corporate slave for anybody who will get him an interview. He will suck whatever dick he can suck to get an interview. Period. But on the other side is this. It is a job. He gets paid, and he gets paid well. And when I think about that, I'm thinking to myself, while some guys like KFD do this shit for free, Hip Hop Gamer is bringing in a big paycheck. So at the end of the day, is it justified to do what he's doing if he's grabbing a... You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for example, if Sony rolled up to you right now and they're like, yo, we're going to give you $40K to act like a 2000X, what are you going to do?
Oh, I'm putting my Vita next to my pineapple soda, nigga.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So while he is a corporate slave, like, I don't know. I kind of, like, understand, like, the justification. Out of everybody in the tournament, he is the only one that has pure justification to act the way he acts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, KFD 3D, this dude goes on 3-hour podcasts talking about just with all those dudes from Super Bros, the Mr. T, the Fat Gamer. What was that one Optimus Prime clown dude?
I don't know.
PM Primus or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This dude just be in his videos getting super. I thought it's supposed to be cold up north in Canada. This dude's sweating on camera like he about to pass out. Like he's in the desert, never had a drink of water or anything. And like, you're right. If you say anything bad about Nintendo, this dude will threaten your life. He will threaten to kill you. He will want you, your family, your friends, your family's friends, your friend's family to all perish and burn in hell. So, I gotta go with KFD 3D, the Kentucky Fried Drone on this one, the 11th seed. Hashtag no air conditioning. So, people, this wraps up round 1. So, what you want to do is type in your hashtag on who you think's gonna win. For example, this is what I'm doing. Hashtag Colapes Gamer. Hashtag Fat Gamer. Hashtag Never Beat Zelda. Hashtag Don't Shoot. Hashtag Liar Liar House on Fire. Hashtag Furious Fanboy. Hashtag 2000X. And hashtag No AC. Who you got again, Jack?
Let's see, I got hashtag Colapes Gamer, hashtag Dog Baby, hashtag Never Beat Zelda, hashtag Don't Shoot, hashtag Liar Liar House on Fire, hashtag Real Women Please, hashtag 2000X, and hashtag No AC.
There you have it, people. That's round 1. I'm gonna make this statement right here. We'll make it like the NCAA March Madness. If somebody makes a bracket, tweets it to me right now or whatever, and your final bracket is 100% right, or whoever has the best bracket, I'm gonna do something for you. Maybe I'll gift you a game, give you a shout out. I'll do something nice for you. Think about that. Well, this is me, Black Bot, and Jack Move. We out. Catch you on round 2.